Hi everyone, this is Kali Star with Earth Matterz and Soup Sorceress. Thank you so much for joining us on another week adventure supporting local small organic farms. I'm going to share with you some of the things I'm inspired to do with our bundles this week, and I hope it gives you some inspiration too. So I just want to share a little bit of information about this week. We expected to get either nectarines or peaches, and it turned out that it was nectarines or peaches or blenders or tangerines. So some of you did end up with citrus, and that was because of the shortage of stone fruit. The weather has been crazy, the trees are confused, and these things happen. And I'm really looking forward, as we get more into the season, to being able to share more stone fruit with all of you, especially some of these heirloom varieties of plums that you might not have tried before. Wixon plums and Kelsey plums are two of my favorite. If you did get citrus, it's something that I love to use it to flavor some of my vegetable dishes. So this week I'm going to make chard sauce. I use chard sauce in replacement of tomato sauce. So if I'm making some brown rice pasta, I'll do chard sauce and I'll puree it with some lemon, some oil, and maybe some basil if you have the herb bags this week. And it's wonderful, it's delicious. You don't need the basil in it, but anything that you can do to add a little extra flavor to it would be great. It's such a good sauce, I love it. It's nice and smooth. I just blend it in the Vitamix, and it's pretty easy. You can warm it up if you want to, but I just keep it raw. I love it. And then it just warms up itself a little bit if you mix it with pasta. When I get my veggies, it's just like I picked up some roses from the market. I put them in cold water, and so I'll put ice in the water too, and that just gives it a little more crunchiness, especially when the carrots are smaller like this, these little baby-sized carrots. Then yeah, I want to definitely put those in water. So with that chard sauce, I'll also add some tomatoes to it. In the family enlarges, we got these really wonderful heirloom tomatoes. Once I puree the chard sauce, I'll put that in a bowl and then add a little bit of chopped tomatoes to it. It's gonna be really tasty. These tomatoes are so delicious that just eating them by the slice with a little bit of olive oil and salt is really wonderful, and some pepper. I love it. Saturday morning, we had a chocolate mint tea party, and so all I did was simmer some chocolate mint and add some honey to it, and then myself and my team all got to have this really warming, wonderful tea together, and it was so nice. We just took a little break for tea time. It was really fun, and I thought that they weren't going to be into it because it was hot outside, and I was worried. I told them I was sorry that I gave them tea because it was hot, and they said, no, this is great. When it's hot outside, if you drink something hot, it actually cools down your body. That's something I really appreciate, being someone who loves soup so much. I eat it when it's hot out. I'm so excited to share with all of you something that I could not wait for you to try in the bundles, and that is the pickling cucumbers. I've tried fermenting my own pickles many times where it just turned to mush, and it turned out that I needed grape leaves, and the grape leaves give it the tannins that the pickles need in order for it to not turn to mush. I heard that you can also use bay leaves, although I haven't done that yet. And to me, it was really important to use grape leaves. That's what I know that everybody uses, and they have great success with their fermented pickles. Fermented pickles are my favorite food. They're incredible. So this was very exciting for me. I went out and harvested some, and I really wanted to harvest them for all of you, believe me. I did my best. I was able to harvest enough for our large bundles. So if you did receive that gift, that was really just a gift from me to you, and please don't feel obligated to ferment your pickles with the grape leaves if you don't want to. I just wanted to pick these so that you could have that option. Anybody that got a large bundle has a gift of dill and grape leaves. So first I'm going to explain to you how to do the quick pickle method, and then I'll explain to you how to do the fermented pickles. The quick pickle method is great because it still lasts 2 or 3 weeks, and you'll probably finish eating it before then. So all you do is slice it up in little round slices and put that in a bowl, and then heat up some vinegar and water. Do half and half, vinegar, water. Add some salt, and some people add sugar. I didn't put sugar in anything, so it's up to you if you need that little bit of sweetness to it. And then also just put some spices in it, mustard seeds, and if you want, some peppers. And then just pour that on top of the pickles, and you can put that in the fridge. And in 2 or 3 days, it's perfect. It tastes so wonderful. So use any vinegar that you like to use. I've been going crazy with the persimmon vinegar lately, so that's probably what I would use, but I fermented my pickles. And the way that I do that, I wash the pickles, I take a bowl of ice water, and I let them sit in there for a little bit. Make them as crisp as you can. And then, so even if they're really fresh, even if you just picked it from your garden, you want to put them in ice water, crisp it up really good. And then I sliced mine. You don't have to. You're supposed to cut off the top of this thingy. And then I sliced them. You don't have to slice them, but I sliced them just one way. And you got to stick them in the jar so that they are tight in there. I put grape leaves in the bottom and the top. That might have been a little bit excessive, but I did that because I've had so many failed pickles. So I thought, oh, maybe I should put more grape leaves in here. Make sure that you use really good salt. Make sure you're using filtered water or spring water. Salt, either Celtic salt, Himalayan salt, or there's a company called Real Salt. It's a pink salt that's, I think, harvested in Utah. There is a recipe link on the newsletter for the pickles, and you might need to cut that recipe in half for the amount of pickles that you have. This, once I see the success of these pickles, then I'll get to share that with you soon. Another thing I'm inspired to do this week is to make a cheesy cashew sauce, and I'm going to puree that with nutritional yeast and turmeric so that I can have a delicious creamy turmeric sauce with my cauliflower. So I'll use that sauce also for my green beans as a dip. I think it would taste really good. I won't cook these super soft, you know, I would keep a little crisp to them and dip them in the sauce. I think that would be really fun. If you got purslane, this, you can just chop it like this and steam it with the stem and everything and eat it like that. It's really wonderful, and it's really good for your skin. From what I've heard, it's probably good for a lot of other things that I don't know about. I love the big heads of celery that we got this week. I'm so excited about those. Celery is one of those things that I keep in water inside the fridge, and it keeps for a long time. And you'll also want to switch the water out so that the water stays fresh, because really the celery will last a while. And what I really love to do with celery that I didn't used to think was a cool thing is to make celery salad or celery soup. You know, until I really started to try it and experiment with it, then I realized I really like this. You puree both the celery and the carrot, and it's mostly a celery soup. Add whatever flavors you want to that, but it's actually really, really nice. It feels good, it tastes good. So I was really surprised to find how much I loved that. Now I know a lot of people do celery juice, and it's really good for you. I love it. You don't have to have a juicer for that. If you just blend the celery and then you just push it through one of those nut milk bags, then you know you have your juice and it's great. So you don't have to have a juicer for that. Anyhow, celery is really, really wonderful and so healthy for us. So that's something that I can't wait to do some salad with, because I just love crunchy salads. Okay, everybody, that's about it. It's just a short video today. I have some other things I want to share with you about Kandarian Farms and the borscht pickled eggs, and update you on these pickles. So I will see you soon. Thank you so much.